In Mist of Pandaria, there will be so many new nice changes to be looking forward to compared to how it is in Cataclysm. First, we're getting scenarios. These are going to be short instances that you do as 3 people. You can either use the Dungeon Finder tool and find 2 other people for a random scenario, but you can also make a pre-made group where the difficulty and rewards will be even better. Each of these scenarios will have different stages and things you will have to take care of. For example, killing enemies, collecting stuff, or handing in specific items to an NPC which is located in the scenario. What all of these scenarios has in common is that at the final stage you will have to defeat a boss, and upon completing this you will also be rewarded with a bag where you can get some pretty amazing items. The stats on these items will be completely random, but the item level is absolutely amazing for those of you who would then like to proceed right into heroic dungeons. The talent system has been completely changed. The first talent will now be unlocked at level 15, and then every 15 level you'll unlock yet another talent. There's only going to be 3 different choices, and this is no matter your specialization. And for those of you wondering, when you reach level 30, you will for example have to choose one of the 3 following talents. It's not like you can skip this talent point and spend yet another one in, for example, the level 15 talents. This change is definitely going to make it a lot easier for casual players, as they will no longer have to decide where to spend the next 30 or 40 different talent points. No, they will just need to pick 6 talents out of a total of 18. In addition to this, prime glyphs has also been removed, so now you'll just need to decide what 3 major and minor glyphs you would like to use. In Cataclysm we had many different spellbooks. If I for example had to find a heal, I would have to go to the holy specialization. This is so much easier in Mist of Pandaria, as now you'll have all your spells in just one specialization book. And you can then go to the other specializations to simply see what you would learn if you decided to play that specialization. Phase 1 will bring in 3 amazing raids to be looking forward to, which can be done on normal and heroic difficulty, and hopefully also on Raid Finder, unless Blizzards decide to do a change. Another thing to be looking forward to is the return of wall bosses. There's going to be a total of 2 of these in phase 1, and they will drop personal loot. In other words, when you kill this boss or simply help, there's also going to be a chance that you will receive loot instead of having to distribute this in a raid party. And no, it's not like you can continue to farm these and get amazing loot. There's going to be a 7 days lockout, just like raids. But maybe some of you also noticed yet another change: bonus loot. If you have the required material, you can also roll and hopefully win yet another epic item. Whether it's gonna be PvE or PvP is simply unsure. It's all depending on your RNG, but in most cases you will be rewarded with additional gold. You can get these bonus rolls simply by completing a weekly quest in the new main cities, and this rewards you with 3 additional bonus rolls. You then use them either when you're fighting world bosses or the new raid encounters. And you can always store them for later on, for example when you have to progress in heroic raids. What I also like to do is to keep these for specific encounters, where there's for example going to be many different items that might be a big upgrade to me. This is where I would then use the additional roll. Most classes should also be looking forward to the new amazing transmog sets you can get by completing the challenge mode dungeons. These are going to be dungeons on a higher difficulty, and you will need to complete all of these on gold mode in order to be able to also get these new transmog sets. There's also going to be mounts and other things. To complete these on gold mode, you will have to beat a specific timer. But the only bad thing is that as you're completing challenge mode, you won't be rewarded with any upgrades whatsoever, as each individual boss won't be dropping any loot. But then again, the moment you complete these on gold mode, you will probably not need any heroic loot whatsoever. Heirloom items still cost justice points, but you will no longer just be able to use these up to level 80, you can also upgrade them for additional justice points to work all the way up to level 85. And like it wasn't enough, we can also get 10% additional experience by getting the new heirloom legs. There's going to be a pair for cloth, leather, mail and plate users. And at the end of Mist of Pandaria, there's also a small chance that you will get level 90 heirloom weapons when you're defeating Garrus Hellscream in Siege of Orgrimmar. Mist of Pandaria also brought an amazing change to legendary items. Yeah, at the end you'll finally be able to get your legendary cloak, and this is no matter what class you're playing. But throughout all of Mist of Pandaria, there's going to be different chain quests you can do to unlock different legendary items, whether it's gonna be sockets or other things. But what I like a lot about this change, or well, compared to Cataclysm, is that it doesn't require you to be a specific class. No, everyone will be able to unlock these. The black market is finally making it into the game, allowing you to spend your gold on tier 3 transmog items, level 90 epics, mounts and other transmogs. At least it used to be like this in Mist of Pandaria, but who knows if Blizzard decide to do a change. If so, I'll definitely cover it in a part 2. In the pre-patch, we will already be able to play the new race Pandaren. And with the introduction of this new race, we can also play the new class, Monk. Monk will be playable as most different races, beside Walken and Goblin. But I'm glad we're not being forced to play as a Pandaren monk. I guess some of you would much rather like to have another appearance, for example a human, blood elf or something else. Or maybe a specific racial that will be beneficial in either PvP or PvE situations. In a moment I will cover more changes, but I would also like to highlight that on my channel you can find many different Mist of Pandaria videos, for example also my most recent one where I cover the monk and what to be looking forward to as this class. For those of you who will be leveling an old character in the pre-patch, look forward to some of the upcoming dungeon changes. We're talking about some of the original classic dungeons that will be completely changed. New bosses, new mechanics, and even a revamp of some of them to make them look a lot different compared to how they are in Cataclysm. Some of these dungeons will also be turned into a heroic version that you can do the moment you reach max level in Mist of Pandaria. So a way for you to collect heroic items simply by doing dungeons such as Skullman's and Scarlet Monastery. Close to the black market, you can find a rare creature that drops the Brawler's Guild invitation. As a Horde player, you will then have to go through Orgrimmar, and as an Alliance player, to Stormwind City, and then into the Deep Run Tram. So what is the Brawler's Guild about? Well, you will have to defeat different NPCs in an arena. You will have to do this on your own, and as you defeat them, you will increase your rank. The higher rank, the better rewards. There's going to be pets, an epic item, a new heirloom, and at the end, a mount. No matter what class you're playing, you should also be looking forward to all the upcoming class changes. On my channel, I've covered all the classes and all their upcoming changes. So if you're interested in your specific class, then make sure to check out the description on my channel. PvP wise, there's going to be 2 new battlegrounds. One is simply going to be where you will have to control all these orbs. The more orbs, the more points, and the quicker win. To get the most amount of points, you will have to get the orbs to the middle, but you're also slowly getting yourself debuff that will increase your damage taken, eventually making you potentially able to also be one-shot by another player. The other battleground is where you will have to capture and make sure you're in control of different minecarts. There's a total of 3 of these, and they're always going to specific locations. So the more minecarts you can successfully capture, well, the more points you'll also score. When it comes to arenas, then you can still acquire different elite PvP appearances, but also new gladiator mounts. All of them will basically look like this, but with different appearances, or well, different recolors. What's finally making it into the game is the new pet battle system. You can use this to level up your pets from level 1 to 25, but also your characters. Every time you're winning a battle, you will also be rewarded with a bit of experience. But this is also going to be such a slow way to level up your character to max level. So it's mainly going to be to do something new in the game, but also to make gold. You can sell these pets on the auction house, so you could for example level them to max level and sell them to other people who would like to quickly get through different things, such as unlocking achievements or doing different daily quests. Yeah, there is going to be daily quests, but also other quests you can do to get different things that will upgrade your pets to a quick level or even new rare items. I know this was just a few of the changes to be looking forward to in Mist of Pandaria, but that's why I'll also release a part 2 in the future where I will cover more than 50 changes to be looking forward to. So if you would like to get notified when I post this video, or maybe simply another Mist of Pandaria guide, well then make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. As always, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Peace.